has always been one of my favorite fighting games. It was bloody, dark, gruesome, and very fun to play. Having to import its latest installments because of its heavy rating and censorship era in Japan, when I finally got my first Mortal Kombat import, which was Mortal Kombat 3, I knew this was gonna be the game for me. However, if there is one thing that I don't like about NetherRealm Studios is its choice of DLC fighters, but I will speak on that later. If I'm not mistaken, Soul Calibur was the first to introduce guest fighters and DLC fighters and concept exclusives. As Link was on GameCube, as Heihachi was on PlayStation, these characters was received very well. Eventually, Yoda from Star Wars and Darth Vader later became DLC for Soul Calibur 4. This was DLC done correct, and DLC for fighting games done great. It didn't take long for Ed Boon to see potential in introducing guest fighters into his own gaming franchises, Mortal Kombat and Injustice, but it's how he goes about it. Tekken 7 was a game that I looked forward to after playing the arcade and waiting patiently for its console release. After booting up the game and not seeing it label long, I was taken back. So I thought to myself, he must be an unlockable character. So I completed story mode, only to find out that Lei wasn't unlockable. Later, Lei became DLC once again. DLC and guest done correct. Tekken 7 had Noctis, Geese Howard, Goki, Lei Wulong, and Negan, and so many more great fighters that made sense. When Mortal Kombat 9 released, and Kratos became console exclusive, fans saw Ed Boon was up to something. Everyone got on board. Later, Freddy was great, then Scarlet, then Rain, then Kenshi. This DLC was amazing and fans loved it. It was a mix from returning to iconic movie characters. This was the start of something great, especially because there was a mix of iconic movie characters. Mortal Kombat X. If you ask me, Mortal Kombat had the worst DLC roster. No matter what it was, no one asked for it. No one asked for Alien, no one asked for Jason, no one asked for Leatherface, and no one asked for Predator. That was 4 guest characters that no one asked for. Tremor was the only guest fighter justifiable for DLC people, and even Baraicho was unneeded. The other characters were just what NetherRealm Studios wanted, and not the fans, whereas Fusion. Unfortunately, this trend extended all the way to Injustice and Injustice 2, adding Mortal Kombat characters that no one asked for. Other famous DLC characters could have been in their place. NetherRealm Studios have a poor taste of giving fans the things that we want, and it is no shocker that the part for Mortal Kombat 11 has become stale.